Okay. Now that now that all of the kinks and the fucking setbacks are out of the way, I am finally back. I will be posting a lot more. I will be making more interviews and so on and so forth. I need to buy a new lapel mic because I lost my fucking lapel mic. I don't know where it is, but if I find it, I will make even more and be able to interview a little bit faster. On the fly if I find someone interesting or something like that. I have not been hit up for the other podcast that I was invited on, but oh well, that's fine. I'm getting, good listenage. I would love to have thousands of listeners, but it's all good. It's okay. Um, I am just kind of happy that things are looking up. Things are looking very, very up. I'm very excited to move into this next phase in my life. Which wow, Caitlin, you're at fucking duels. That's cool. Didn't even tell me anything. SMH, dude. Regardless, I do not have much to my name right now, but it's all in good time though. Because once it becomes set and in stone, I will not have to do very much more. And damn, I want that. That sounds dope. $90, that's what's up. I definitely have to try to get that. But anyways, we are going to be going through quite a bit today. We're going to be talking about a good amount. And basically, we're just going to get to the bottom of this whole scheduling thing and just try to be ahead of it. And so anyways, I'm very sad that I haven't been able to record or not perform, but entertain you guys. I do want to shout out that we are getting some more decorations going. I mean, we added Vaporeon, we had a little baby Gengar right there, the Beast himself. We had a little SD Gundam as well. He's a little samurai. We have the Lit Llama from Fortnite. Bam. Right. Bam. The boy. We have our Super Saiyan Vegeta Cup from Dragon Fighter Z. Perrier Murakami combo. Broly in the back. And the Pops, Ranji, Romeo from Leonardo DiCaprio, Romeo and Juliet. And then underneath him, we have Kobe Bryant. And to the right of Kobe, or if you're watching video, the left of Kobe, it is Trunks from Super Saiyan Trunks from Dragon Ball Z. When he busts up Frieza. We also have the Kobe jersey right here. We have another one right behind it. These are two of my favorite colorways of the jersey. Obviously, the purple and gold stick out everywhere and looks good with everything. Then we have the black, you know what I mean? Not the Mamba Day, but the long sleeve. Not even a long sleeve, the t-shirt fit. Oh, those are so clean. When those first came out, I remember thinking, God, I need one of those. And it took me a few years, but I got it. I think that we can start off this episode. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This isn't my first recording of this. My first recording, I was about 30 minutes in. Oh, fuck my timer. I was about 30 minutes in. So I've been talking for maybe 5 minutes. So the first time that I went through it, I didn't notice that my mic wasn't picking up anything, which is very upsetting and frustrating. Because because I talked a lot already. I talked about like albums. I talked about just different things and just in general just a good time, but like damn, I'm frustrated. I had recorded a lot and I need to get a lot done. So I'm very upset. Regardless, it's okay. I mean, we'll record something else and just get on with our lives, but I could have almost been done. That's the thing. Oof, oof. Oh well. So first things first, I'm gonna get. Uh, sorry, I'm sending a link to a friend so I can get it onto the podcast, so I don't have to worry about finding it again. Because I killed the app. But first things first, I want to talk about snacks. Like, I know that's kind of funny because, why is that a topic in a podcast about everything? But do I have a situation for you? I went to a gas station not too long ago. And sorry if you can hear that. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to move around my little footrest. I went to a gas station and they had these bag of chips. I was like, okay, I'll try them. They were Lay's. So I was like, dang, like this is kind of weird. Like, I don't know why Lay's is doing this. But, yeah, so I checked it out. And, they were Lay's, but they were Cool Ranch Dorito Lay's. And that just comes off as lazy to me, in my opinion. But, to each their own. They also had a Funyun flavor. A Funyun flavor. Funyuns. Why, like, that's strange if you ask me. If you're asking me. But yeah, wait, what is glaring off my glasses? Oh, OBS, obviously. Anyways, I thought it was just lazy. I mean, they literally just called them up and were like, hey, we're gonna use your shit. And they were like, go for it. You got it. Do it better than us. Which they didn't. They did not do it better than them. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was good. It's delicious even. But compared to a Dorito tortilla chip with Cool Ranch, I don't know about all that. But taking off my glasses because I really don't like the glare. But yeah, so that was just weird. Like, I mean, the Funyun ones I didn't try because I was like, I'm gonna get a snack I do like and a snack that I want to try because I really want to see what they like, what the differences are. And believe me, there was huge differences. Huge differences. But regardless, we are. What the fuck is this? Come on, get off my screen. Look, this just popped up out of nowhere. No one's getting that info. Okay, exit out. Exit out. This is not a dance. I'm begging for help. I'm screaming for help. Alright, let's just sign in real quick so that we can not have to do this again. Stop looking at my fucking password. Those of you who are watching on video. Anyways. What was I gonna say? I think okay, it's gonna take forever to fucking log in too. Great. Excuse me. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, so it was pretty fucking disgusting. And I'm very sad that they weren't disgusting. I'm lying. They were good, but they weren't great. They were like pretty boring. It's like if Doritos made like a mid version of what the fuck? Okay, then I'm not doing that right now. All right. It was a very mid chip, you know? It was like Doritos were just like, hey, like, I don't want to use this dust. Go ahead and just get it rid of it. And so yeah, that's what they did. It's like they used leftover dust on them. You know what I mean? Like that's the funniest thing. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, they also had a Funyun flavor, so I didn't try that one, but I want to try that one. And when I do, I will definitely go and let y'all know about that one too. I do love me some baked hot Cheetos. That's like my thing right now. I don't know why, but baked hot Cheetos are my shit, bro. I fucking love them. They're so delicious to me. I don't know why. But yeah, man, like the I don't know what it is. It's just like it being baked or whatever the fuck, but it's so good. So much better than regular hot Cheetos in my opinion. I feel like hot Cheetos, anything flaming hot has not been as spicy as it should. Like all of them. The pork rinds, the Doritos, those little popcorns, everything that should be flaming hot, the Funyuns, everything. They just aren't the same flaming hot. You know what I mean? I just want them to go back to what they did. But yeah, so here we are trying to get into the next topic. So I'm not very good with transitions, sadly. Oh my god, I love his shirt. I'm not too good at transitions, sadly. But the next topic is actually going to be music that's been releasing since the last time I, did my podcast and everything. So, first things first, we are going to talk about one of my faves. Hold on. About 10 minutes, maybe 11 minutes. Cut this out, or just while you're editing. But yeah, so messaging a friend because I sent him a link to a credit. Not credit like credit list or credit cards or anything. I mean like a credit for the full credits for a certain album that we will get into in just a second. But yeah, so that's why I'm a little quiet right now because I can't type and talk at the same time. I mean, I should definitely try it. But I really love the albums that have been releasing lately. The last podcast I did, Take My Breath by The Weeknd, was like just released. And that was the last time I recorded. Fuck, dude. Oh, shit. That was like early August. Oh, damn. But anywho, we are gonna get it right into albums. So, first things first, I want to get into a certain artist that I really, really enjoyed. First of all, there was the Pop Smoke album too. I didn't get to talk about that one because I was, not recording. The Pop Smoke album was really good. The Television with Kanye West producing, like, was phenomenal. It also has Pusha T, and I feel like anytime that them two are together, it's just a banger. And then About a Million with 42 Doug and 21 Savage. I fucking miss 42 Doug. I feel like I haven't heard from him in a minute. And so he came out in this one, and it was really good. There's a lot of good songs. I mean, I don't want to get into all of them because I have a lot to talk about. We also have Better Believe, which is Belly, The Weeknd, and Young Thug, which I think is an amazing trio. I didn't know we needed that, but we did. We also have the Isaiah Rashad album, and From the Garden, Lay With Ya, Headshots, Way to Send, Don't Shoot, The Score, Hey Mister. All those are just bangers on the album. Fantastic songs. I literally found this song by Kodak Black. It's called Senseless. I found it probably like a month ago, and an amazing song. So those actually came out before Take My Breath, but I didn't get to talk about them. Take My Breath, I mean, it has that 80s feel. Girls are wearing the butterfly like clips in their hair. Everyone's on cocaine and just dancing in the club. Just mm, mm, mm. Fantastic song. And then he released like a single package. So like he released it as a single, and then he released a singles package, which is like it's the song, then it's the instrumental, and then it's an extended version, and then a video, which I thought was tight. I also listened to this album a friend of mine recommended called Cinema by the Marias. There's a song on here that I really like called Un Millón. And it's so good because she's an English art, she sings in, English, stuff like that. But damn, she can sing in Spanish too. That's the thing. Like, I was like, whoa there. And then I was on TikTok and I found this song by the Oral Cigarettes, which is a Japanese rock band. And it's called Kyoren Hey Kids. It's so good. It's so good. I really think that Japanese rock is my new favorite, like, genre. Because, like, they get down. Like, it's so badass. But either way, we're going to start talking about a little bit more recent albums. We have the Jazz Cartier project, The Floor Print. This album, I feel, went under the radar because I don't know anyone that's listened to it. I've been telling people to listen to it ever since it dropped. Because I think Jazz Cartier is definitely a top tier rapper. He should definitely have more exposure than he does have. He makes it. His flow is so easy to just enjoy. He makes every song kind of like, it makes you want to re-listen because he says so much in each song that you won't pick up everything the first time, second time, third time. He has so many like different punchlines. He has so many different stories that he's explaining. He has so much, just everything that a good artist should have. Jazz Cartier has. And then he has like his bangers, like his Disclosure song. That song's amazing. I bump that every time that I'm in the gym. Fantastic album. I really enjoy listening to that, and I do listen to it probably like once a day. The next album is the Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings album. It's Marvel's third album, I want to say, like the third installment of it. Not third installment, but like their third time doing this kind of album. Because they did the Black Panther one that was produced by, Kendrick Lamar. Then they did the Into the Spider-Verse where they did like more rappy, hip-hoppy beat because it's Miles Morales. And then the first album, the Black Panther album, had so many good songs, so many bangers. And then the Spider-Verse one also had a lot of bangers. This third one, the Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, it's an Asian kind of, how do I put this? It's an Asian themed, Marvel movie, and they went ahead and made sure that they got everyone going and excited for the album. So it's 88 Rising. 88 Rising is like a group of people. They do a lot of production for a lot of other artists, but they're fairly new, I want to say. Then there's Nikki. She sings and I think she DJs as well. Then there's DJ Snake, obviously. Um, DJ Snake is awesome. I feel like DJ Snake was always a good artist to listen to. Uh, but what I'm trying to get in, or what I'm trying to say is, it's a good new album. It's a great album at that. But what really hooked me into it was that, what's his name? Rich Brian is in like 8 of the songs, or 5 of the 18 songs. And Rich Brian is like, he's a part of 88 Rising too, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But he knows how to make everyone like just love a song. Because like when he came out with his last album, not this last album, but the album before it, I want to say. I definitely have to check right now. But yeah, DJ Snake is the one that made, Turn Down for What, The Middle, and Taki Taki, Let Me Love You, Lean On, You Know You Like It. Like, he's a great artist. He's a very good artist. But Rich Brian is a good artist as well. I love Rich Brian. He's such a good rapper for being, how he is and how he tries to make everything like a joke. The Sailor was a fire album. I didn't listen to Amen and I didn't listen to 1999, but I've heard a lot of his solos, you know what I mean? And now he has a song with 21 Savage. He has a song with Rick Ross. He has a song basically with a lot of rappers now because of this album, and it was generally a fun listen. It was a good listen. All the songs are really, really good. Always Rising, a fantastic song. Lazy Susan has 21 Savage and Rich Brian, which I really liked. In the Dark has Sway Lee and Jhené Aiko. That was a really good one. Foolish, again, Rich Brian and Guap Dad 4000. And then he has a song with Earth Gang on there called Act Up. And then he has a song with DJ Snake, Rick Ross, and him called Run It. That was really good too, but that was not my favorite. It was definitely the one with 21 Savage, Lazy Susan. That one was just a fantastic album, like a fantastic song. Like anything that 21 touches just turns to gold, and I love it. Like it's fantastic. It's fantastic. I don't know why I keep saying fantastic. I need more adjectives for saying something is good or great. I'm gonna start saying swell. I'm gonna start saying gruel, like on Mean Girls. I was gonna say great, but I ended up saying cool. I like mixing them, so gruel. Anyways, then we have J Balvin's Jose. Me, I love urban Latino music. I love it. Bad Bunny, Ozuna, Raúl Alejandro, Sech, all those names. You know what I mean? Farruko, Mike Towers, all great artists, all of them. With that being said, with all those fire artists whose albums have all slapped, I would have to put Jose up there. Jose was actually really, really easy listen. I listened to it like twice today, and today was like the first time I listened to it. Because I wanted to listen to other things too. And so Jose dropped last week, and I'd been waiting on it for a while. I thought it was gonna release like the same time that Drake and Kanye West were dropping, but he didn't. He dropped it the week after. So, with that being said, there's so many good songs. So he has a song with Sech called Una Nota. That song, straight fire. He works with Yandel. He works with Skrillex, Mike Towers, Jay Cortez. Jay Cortez released an album too, but it was alright. It was mid. He works with Ozuna. He works with Bad Bunny, Khaled, Karol G, Nicki Jams, Tiny, Dua Lipa. He has all these good songs, but like also what he did was like he put a lot of the singles that already did well into the album as well, so like he gets those streams again, you know, because now if someone wants to listen to it or play it, it's gonna be playing from the album and not the single, so he's just getting double the fucking streams. But like un día, otra noche sin ti, que más pues, that song is so good. I love que más pues. 7 de Mayo is a good one. Paraguayarte. That's a really good one. I really enjoyed that one. In the Ghetto, or In the Ghetto, whatever. Great song. Vestido. Those are all really good. But I've always been like a J Balvin fan. Like he put me onto that genre back when he came out with Energía, like Lado B. You know, 35 para la 12, Malvada. What else? Safari, Sigo extrañándote, Veneno, Energía. There's just a lot of good songs on that album, a lot. But also, I love when he worked with Romeo Santos on Sensualidad. Like, ay baby, tu sensualidad. That song was so good. And then he also had that song with Bad Bunny where it's, Si tu novio te deja sola. That song goes fucking hard. And it's like a straight up like diss to the boyfriend. That's just like, hey, like, you are a piece of shit. Like, I will take your girl right now. And he does. He takes the girl. And that's fucking awesome. Okay, other than that, there's someone else. Oh, I really like the Raul Alejandro album. Like, I know it's kind of old. Not old, but like, it's super good. The Vice Versa is really good. Todo de Ti, amazing song. Sexo Virtual, great song. I really like the song Cosa Guapa. That song just speaks to me in different like tones. Then Sob Rock by John Mayer, that's always a great album too. That one has a lot of good songs too. I've always been a big John Mayer fan. I don't know why. Like, it's so out of my comfort zone, but man, that's such a good, like, he's such a good artist. Last Train Home, New Light, obviously. Why You Don't Love Me, Shot in the Dark, Carry Me Away, and Wild Blue. Like, those songs just are so good. Other than that, the next album I want to talk about is definitely a sleeper album. I know some people are already hyping him up for it, but Baby Keem's The Melodic Blue, absolute fire. Like, absolutely phenomenal. It's a fantastic album. And it has, so he's Kendrick Lamar's cousin apparently. And when Kendrick Lamar says Johnny wanna be a rap star like his cousin, he's talking about him. He's talking about Baby Keem. I thought that was dope. I was like, oh shit, they're related. The songs that I love on here so far. So Trademark USA is the first song. That's the intro. Fantastic intro. It's a great song. Not my favorite, but it's definitely up there. So the list goes like this: Pink Panties, banger. It has kind of like an old sound to it. It's like dun 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 dun, like that kind of rap. Awesome. Range Brothers, which is Kendrick Lamar and him. That's where the meme comes. It's like top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. After that, South Africa. South Africa's a great song. That song, he kind of sings and raps, and I love when rappers do that. I don't know why. Like when Kanye West was like on Jesus is King, he sings like, use this gospel as protection. It's a long road to heaven, and I don't know why that tugged on my heartstrings. Like, that was such a good song. But anyways. So South Africa, Slapper, Slapperino, Slapperoonskis. Then we have Coco featuring Don Toliver. So at first I was like, damn, like what does Don Toliver have to give to this album? Like, or not this album, but this song. Like, what could he possibly do to make this song even better? Well, because he comes in towards like the end of the song, and when he hits, that man sends it to the fence, bro. Like, he sends that shit to the moon. He came in and just laid down his track and walked out, did not look back. Like, he was like, no, that's a banger. Like, you're welcome. And walked out. Like, I was listening to it and I was just like, hey, yo. But that song is so good. Then we have Family Ties, which was a single, which is probably the leading single on the album. It was great. Don't get me wrong. Fantastic song. Him and Kendrick Lamar really came together and did that thing, bro. Like, they really fucking came in and swung for the fences. But after that, I mean, we don't have to really talk about that because I'm pretty sure everyone's heard it by now. After that, there's a song called Scars. This is number 11. This is my favorite song on the album. It's so good. It's so good. He basically talks about how all of his decisions have hurt him in the end and has left him with, like, a feeling of hopelessness, I guess. And even though he's rich now, he's, like, still in pain. I don't know. Just spoke to me. Direct activity extend. And then, the moment we've all been waiting for. You guys ready for this part? I'm ready for this part. We have Certified Lover Boy. Everyone's been talking, kind of trying to compare Kanye's album and Drake's album. And to that I say, you can't really compare the two. They're both great artists in their own right. But if I did have to compare the two, I'm not choosing Certified Lover Boy. It definitely wasn't a strong album. Drake has done a lot better. He definitely was, like, very consistent. Even with Scorpion, like, having, like, two sides technically. Like, the rap part where it was, like, kind of like mixtape Drake was, really good. All the songs were bumping, very easy to listen to. And then the second side came up and it was a lot slower and, more lovey-dovey. And, I was there for it. Like, I loved it. Like, it was a fantastic album. Not his best album, of course not, because that's Take Care and then Views. But after that, this album is more like a mixtape Drake trying to be like Take Care Drake, but not succeeding. He has a song called You Only Live Twice. Like, and it's a great song, don't get me wrong, but it's not that slapper that he needed, It's not like, that's the motto, YOLO, about it every day, every day, every day. Like, it's not like that. It's like a different tone. It has Lil Wayne and Rick Ross, and I don't know, like, I feel like if he had someone else on there and they mentioned the fact about the motto, that would have been a lot better. But he didn't, so that's fine. So I know we all listened to Care Package and the Dark Tapes. He used a lot of the beats from the Dark Tapes. You can tell that they were definitely, reused beats. There's nothing wrong with it, you know what I mean? Like, he was trying to make music with it, and then he didn't use it, didn't like it, and then used the beat for something that he did like. And, artists do that all the time, and there's nothing wrong with that. But people are, like, calling that out, and I'm like, why? There's really no reason to, like, call that out. The only thing I can think of is just that they fucking hate their lives. But it starts off with an intro, and Drake is the lord of intros. Like, his intros are always the best intros. In this one, Champagne Poetry, again, he did it again. Like, the intro was a great song. and I don't think a lot of artists get to keep up with that point. Like, a lot of artists will have good intros, but they're never great intros back to back to back to back to back. You know what I mean? But Champagne Poetry, like, he really just gets right into the whole beef drama and everything like that. You know, him and Kanye going back at it. He says it's the pretty boys versus the petty boys. And apparently that's Kanye. Um, I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. But on the album, there's Girls Want Girls featuring Lil Baby. That's probably one of my favorite songs on there. That's probably like number 3. Because I always do like a top 3. So number 3 is number 3 in my list as well. Then we have In Too Deep featuring Future, and Knife Talk featuring 21 Savage and Project Pat. I would have to put Knife Talk at number 2 and In Too Deep as number 1. He also has a song called 7 a.m. on Bridal Path, and I read a tweet where they said this, and I thought it was hilarious. They basically said, when Drake has a song that has a time and a place, he never misses. Which is true, because he has, 6 a.m. in Calabasas, 3 a.m. in Toronto. What else? Hold on. Let's look it up real quick. Care package. Okay. So, we have care package. Alright, we have 4 p.m. in Calabasas and 5 a.m. in Toronto. And then we have 6 a.m. in New York. No. It is 5 a.m. in Toronto, 4 p.m. in Calabasas, now 7 a.m. in Bridal Path. Yeah, and then on Nothing, or if you're reading this, it's too late. We have 6 p.m. in New York. Yeah. So, all of those are all just instant classics, honestly. And any time that he gets on a track like that, it's correct. Like, he doesn't miss on those. Let's see if the Dark tapes had anything. I forgot if that's what it was called. I don't think that's what it was called. But it was called Dark Lane Demo Tapes. That's what it was. I think he had a song like that here too. No, he did not. But yeah, Time and a Place song Drake is absolutely a monster. No one can keep up with that. Like, that's a tough one to, like, if Drake puts that song on there, just know your head's coming. Like, he's coming for your head. After that, we have The Remorse. That's another good one. The Remorse is that's the Marvin's Room, I guess, you know, like, so it's The Remorse. I need to go check it out. Hold on, because now I'm like second guessing myself. So on Views we have Redemption, and then on Nothing Was the Same we have I think it's The Language, or if it might be The Furthest Thing. On Take Care, we have The Ride. And then on Thank Me Later, we have The Resistance. So it's The Resistance, The Ride, The Language. If you're reading this, it's too late. And then Redemption, and then The Remorse. So it's kind of like I forgot if that was the order that I'm thinking of. But anyways, the album was probably like a 7.5 for me. Now the last album I'm going to talk about before we start moving on to the next topic is going to be the one and the only Donda. I'm honestly just going to talk, I honestly just want to talk about it for a second. So first of all, I'm not very religious, but I am religious. The fact that it's a second gospel album, which doesn't kind of make all that much sense because it is a petty album, first of all. He does reference all the Drake shit. A lot of the rappers are like cussing, but like he just kind of blanks it out. I didn't really like that part. Like, not the fact that like it's cussing, but like the fact that he blanked it out. You know, like they said shit and it's like something something with this shit and it's like he just cuts it off. Like I don't like that. I feel like he should release an explicit version. But oh, sorry. After that, he starts off the album with the Donda chant, and it's just that it's someone chanting Donda. But what really like grabs you is the fact that it's it's the sound of his mom's heartbeat as like she's like passing. So like the whole time it's what's her name? Selena, Selena. I know this. Selena, Selena Johnson. Selena Johnson, and she does a really good job. I mean, it's just her saying Donda, but like it's still really it's heavy hitting. Like once you find out about that, and um, after that, the next song is Jail. So Jail was originally made, Jail, and then there's Jail Part 2. But like Jail Part 1 is Francis and the Light and Jay-Z along with Kanye West. Um and they killed it, man. They honestly just went in and wow. So a lot of people were like making fun of it because they're like, "Oh, Jail's is a lazy song, like God's gonna post his bail tonight," and I'm like hey, like in the Bible, you always have to. It's never talking about what's written. It's always talking about a deeper meaning. So you have to think about the deeper meaning in this song, and that deeper meaning is basically stating that God put him in this position where he can afford the bail. He doesn't have to worry about anything like that. Like if he goes to jail, like he can easily just boom, there's my bail. I'm getting out tonight. Like God gonna post his bail tonight because he put him in this lavish lifestyle that he's living right now. So shout out God. Thanks. You got me next. Thanks, Dad. Anyways, after that we have God Breathed. God Breathed has Kanye West and Vori. Vori's a really good artist. Like I never heard of Vori until the first like Donda listening party, and everyone was like, "Oh, Vori's on it, Vori's on it." So I started listening to him, and he really caught my attention. Like Vori really caught my attention. He has the voice of a kind of an angel, honestly. Like he's a really good artist. He has that song with Meek Mill, think it's a game. That's a good one. Um, but yeah, so like I said he has a voice of an angel, but like he just can rap, dude. Like he can just rap. Like he can go on and on, like honestly. But yeah, the next song on that album, I'm telling y'all every song because this album was so fucking. Actually, I should probably speed through it. I'm sorry, but I want to talk about each song like individually because all of them are fantastic. So we have Off the Grid, and that's gonna be it's Playboy Cardi and 504 a Drake artist. Like 504 was found by, well, not founded but like made big by Drake because he was on the Dark demo tapes, whatever, the Dark Lane demo tapes. Um, this one was really good too. Like I just love Playboy Cardi. And, like you can hear him be like what, like I don't know. Sounds kind of like Waluigi to me, but it's fine. I'll take it. And after that we have the I guess the star song, like the song that the radio is gonna be playing, stuff like that. There's the main single, and it's Hurricanes. It's called Hurricanes, and it has Lil Baby and it has The Weeknd on it. And at first, Kanye West was singing all the vocals to Hurricane. Like you can look it up on YouTube and stuff. Like it'll show you like the progression of Hurricanes. And it sounded good with Kanye on the vocals, but like then The Weeknd gets on the vocals, and that song went from like an 8 to like an 11 on a scale of 10. Like it was so fucking good, so fucking good. But after that, we have Praise God with Travis Scott, one of Kanye West's best prodigies, and Baby Keem. If I haven't said it once, I'm sorry, but if I have to say it again. Baby Keem is the next one up, bro. Like, he's gonna take over his generation of rap, and he's gonna be like the next Kendrick Lamar. At least I think so. A lot of people don't like Kendrick Lamar, but I mean, I love Kendrick Lamar. I think he's a great lyricalist. I think he's definitely one of the best rappers ever. And I think Baby Keem is gonna be up there, bro. Like, I feel like he can definitely flow like the best of them. After that, we have Jonah featuring Vori and Lil Dirk. Again, chef's kiss, bro. Like, each song is just so good in this album. Like, if you haven't listened to it, listen to it. Like, you can pause this, come back, and then finish the episode. But listen to Donda. Like, it's long. It's a long album. Don't get me wrong. But, like, man, it's so good. It's so good. Then we have OK OK. That one's 504 and Lil Yachty. Again, like, two Drake artists. Like, so Lil Yachty got big on his own. Like, don't get me wrong, but like one of his biggest songs is featuring Drake. Like, so it's kind of hard to like get out of that shadow once you're in it. You know what I mean? Then he has a song called Junior with Playboi Carti, and again, Playboi Carti can do no wrong. Kanye West can do no wrong in my eyes. I mean, like, him as a person, yes, but like him as an artist, no. Like, it's tough. I feel like all of his like music was just fantastic. Like, someone said that I'm gonna find a bad Kanye West song, and he put "Drunken Hot Girls," and that song was so fucking good. Like, what? Like, we go through too much bullshit just to mess with these drunken hot girls. Like, it's amazing. That's a great song. That dude is out of his fucking mind. Either way. After Junior, he has Believe What I Say. This one, I think he samples Drake's song. I forgot what song. It's not Faded. It's I forget, but either way, next one, 24, featuring Vori, and he's talking about, obviously that's definitely a reference to Kobe, but also he is talking about like how there's 24 hours in a day and like 24 something something, like, also an amazing song, just fantastic all around. And then he has Remote Control. Remote Control is probably one of the most catchiest songs on the album. It has Young Thug as well. So you know it's a fire song, obviously. But yeah, it's so good. He's like, got it on remote control, like a CEO. And then he has a song with Don Toliver and Kid Cudi called Moon. And Don Toliver can sing like an angel. He's a great singer. And then Kid Cudi, you know how he has his hum. And so he goes and he's like singing in that tone, and I wanted to buy merch from this album because like normally I don't buy merch from like artists, but like Kanye West I'll always buy merch, and The Weeknd I'll always buy merch. But it was like also affiliated with Balenciaga, so like everything was like over $100 something. So like there's a mask, a full on face mask, and I was thinking about getting it $160, and then I saw a hat and I was like, okay, the hat $120, and I was like, damn, that's a big price for a fucking hat. And then like the shirts were like $400. I was like, bruh, like, you had to go with Balenciaga. You couldn't have done like Supreme, or like, nah, Supreme would have fucking been high as fuck too, or like fucking stuck to Gildan. Anyways, After that, we have Heaven and Hell. That has to be the best produced song. That has to, like, hands down, the best produced song on the album. Um, it's just so fire. Like, the way it just kind of breaks down. Man, I'm about to hit an hour. I have 15 minutes to finish all of my other fucking topics. But I'm going to keep doing this. Okay, so it's definitely the best produced song on the album. It's so good. So on the song Donda, it says that it's Ariana Grande, but it's not. It's another artist. And Ariana Grande actually, like, shouted her out for it, but she's, like, in the back vocals, and, like, it sounds so beautiful. But, like, it's also a really good song. It also has Tony Williams. I'm not too sure who Tony Williams is, but if I sound stupid, then I'm sorry. Keep My Spirit Alive. I love that song. So, it's featuring Conway the Machine. Yeah, Conway the Machine, and then K-Sci, and then West Side Gun. And that song is so good. And it's like, keep my spirit alive. So good. And then we have Jesus Lord featuring The Lox, J Electron, and Swizz Beatz. Swizz Beatz is mostly, again, like, a producer. He barely is on tracks anymore. Like, I think he is on this one just a little bit. That one's really good too. But, like, it also goes into, like, detail about, like, how Kanye went into like, Donald Trump's office and try to, like, get his, like, family out and stuff like that. And it's crazy, man. Like, wait, how the fuck did I do that? Either way, like, it's a crazy album, man. Like, this album is just straight fire. After that, we have New Again with Chris Brown, and that one's really good too. And then he has Television featuring Pop Smoke, and that's the same as Television on the Pop Smoke album, but he uses a different beat, and it's only, like, Pop Smoke's part, like, in the intro of that song. But that one's, like, really, really fucking good. Lord, I Need You. I forgot which one that was. Obviously, it's gonna be fire. But, Lord, I Need You. I forgot how that one went. Then we have Pure Souls featuring Roddy Ricch and Shanisa. That is also fantastic. That one was really, really something else. After that, Come to Life. Come to Life was good. It was well produced. It didn't really stand out. I mean, it was a good song, but it didn't, like, stand out to where I can, like, sing it back and front. Then there's No Child Left Behind featuring Sunday Service and Vori. That's the one that they used for, what's her name? The Olympian that got kicked out of the Olympics because she was smoking weed. Sha'Carri. Is Sha'Carri Richardson? Yeah, Sha'Carri Richardson. They did that with the Beats commercial. So she was on, like, a Beats commercial, and then they put that song on it, which was pretty cool because it, like, debuted in the finals, I want to say. I think so. After that, we have Okay Okay Part 2 featuring Shanisa and Ruga. I feel like Part 2 was definitely better than Part 1, but Part 1 was still fire, because that one had 504 and Lil Yachty, but this one doesn't have it. But I think Okay Okay Part 2 is better. And then Junior Part 2 is better than Junior Part 1 because it adds Ty Dolla Signs, and Ty Dolla Signs is just one of the best, like, featured artists ever. And then we have Jesus Lord Part 2, which it's the same people as Jesus Lord 1, but it talks more in depth about, like, the man's father being in jail and incarcerated and stuff like that, and how he wants him to get out and how he hasn't seen his, like, grandchildren and so on and so forth. And then we also have Jail Part 2 with what's his name, DaBaby. That one was good. not his best. I mean, I just didn't really fuck with it that much. And yeah, that's Donda. I gave Donda a fucking 10 out of 10. Like, even the songs where I'm like, oh, they didn't stand out. Like, they're still better than most of Drake's. Like, um, and I'll take the heat for that one. Y'all can leave a comment in, like, wherever y'all are listening. Leave a comment. Tell me which one y'all like more and why. That'd be pretty sick. So that covers 3 fucking topics, like snacks, and then music, and then who did it better, Kanye West or Drake. And we're already at 50 minutes. Fuck. So, and I'm recording. Thank God. Okay. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and mark this one off because I'm not I wanted to talk about like Battlefield, the new Battlefield coming out, how it's like mixing like kind of basically everything. But I don't want to get into that right now because I don't really know much about it. And once I do, like I will get into it. But in video game news, so Fortnite's new season just dropped, I think. I'm not too sure. I don't really keep up with it, but I did see something on TikTok while I was scrolling by, and apparently Naruto was confirmed for this season. So Naruto, the anime character, the protagonist for Naruto, the reason it's called Naruto, the nine-tailed fox Jinchuriki, the 6th Hokage, 7th Hokage, Lord 7th, Boruto's dad, Hinata's husband, Sasuke's best friend, Kakashi's, pupil, Jiraiya's successor, is going to be in Fortnite apparently. So if that happens, I might get back into Fortnite. I wanted to jump back into Fortnite when they released J Balvin and they released LeBron and they released Loki. I was like, damn, like I'm like obsessed with all 3 of those right now. So like I would fucking love to jump in, but I just don't have the internet for it. Which actually is going to be something that we do talk about in a little bit. I guess we'll talk about it right now. So I don't want to say this too loud, but like I am moving to an apartment with my best friend. Me and him are getting fiber internet, so I'll be grinding, video games, getting back into it, and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Like I'm just happy to be back in the city where I can do internet stuff because like right now, like this is gonna take like 10 hours just to get sent to my Google like Drive, and I gotta download it. That's like another 5 hours, and then I have to edit it, and then render it, and then all that stuff, upload it, take out the audio, all this good stuff. And it takes like days, and that's why I haven't been able to post because I don't have the time to do all that. You know what I mean? Like I need my computer with me at all times. I'm trying to do, different things on it and, so on and so forth. But when it comes down to the brass tacks, I guess, when I go to this apartment, I'm going to be like 12 minutes away from work. I'm going to be, in a great like area with fiber internet. So yeah, I mean, with that being said, like I want to go back into streaming like on my Twitch and stuff. So it'll be the return of the Texas Poon Tap, like the Poon Tapper returns, like a phoenix. And I'm very excited for that because I always loved like streaming. I loved, being engaged with the community. I might change it to the Splenda Daddy. But my stream name might be, Father Splenda. Just because I loved like the Splenda Daddy like thing. I think it's hilarious. But other than that, there's gonna be a new schedule coming up for like the podcast. But once I get to the bottom of it, then I'll let y'all know more or less about what we're gonna be trying to do. So after that, this is actually gonna be the last episode of this season, of the first season. So from here on out, the seasons will be a lot longer. There'll probably be like 10 episodes rather than 5. I mean, this one is just me kind of just testing it out. But we're going to be moving forward from here, and I'm very excited for it. I'm so excited. And I do want to do like conspiracy podcasts and like interview people and, you know, stuff like that. Like that's my goal. I love talking, and I love when people talk to me, and I love when people can open up to me. So if you want to be on the podcast, feel free to hit me up. The email is going to be definitely, you know, if you know me personally, DM me, send me a text, whatever. If you don't know me, if you're on iTunes, I think my email's on there. But yeah, go ahead and hit me up however you want. After that, I just love, like, you know, sorry, I'm just setting up for the next episode, because we won't have an interview on that one, but we will have 3 topics already, but we're about to hit that hour mark, so I'm not going to get too into them, but first things first, actually I think we did hit an hour because I fucking started my timer late again, but either way I can talk a little bit longer. Alright, so today was a Apple like event, 9:14, it's 9:15 right now because it's 1 a.m, it's about to be 2. But there was an event with Apple today, which was dope. I mean, I love when Apple, like, has these events because it always, like, just gets everyone, like, all riled up. So, first things first, they showed off a new iPad mini. So, they took off the home button of the iPad mini. Well, I mean, I think they had done that already, but this one's just a little bit different. They kind of made the screen, like, 8 inches or so it's like it can basically like fit in your hand. Like it's pretty fucking it's pretty small. It's like maybe like 2 of these, you know, or maybe like 4 of these, you know, in one. And on the lock button they have a touch sensor, so like you can unlock it by your face or you can unlock it by the touch, like how it used to be. I think that's sick. Like I thought that was so dope. It has an A15 chip, and it probably has the fastest A15 chip, which I think it's going to be an 8 processor and like an 8 core processor, which is dope because the A15 is apparently going to be super, super fast. It also allows like 50% like brighter screens, 50% like better pictures, 50% it's a 12% faster processor than the last one, which I know doesn't sound like a lot, but it is actually pretty hard to make a great processor better, and they just managed to do it right now. But yeah, the iPad Mini was a big hit for me. I think it was a successful unveiling of it. After that, they have the Apple Watch 7. I'm a little peeved. I mean, I've had my Apple Watch for like a year now, almost a year, I want to say. No, not even. It's probably like six months that I've had it, maybe half a year. I love my Apple Watch. Like I can't go a day without it. Like when I do, I had it dead for like 3 days because I forgot my charger at my sister's house, and I was naked. I felt naked. I was like, I need to go get my charger. I need to go get it like now. But apparently it's gonna have a new screen. It's gonna have a wider screen. It's gonna come in new sizes. It's gonna come in 45 inches and 42 inches, or like, you know, centimeters. You know, the fucking whatever, not inches. Fuck, that'd be crazy. But yeah, so apparently old bands will still work with them. I don't know how they managed to do that, but like if the screens are bigger, because like my screen's bigger and I can't use like old watch bands. I mean I am using one old watch band, but it's just for like flexing. Then we have that new screen. It's kind of like an anti-glare screen, I guess, and it's, you know, very hard to shatter. It repels dust. It's a great, like, I think it's cool because like mine, it doesn't repel dust. Like if shit gets on it, it'll stick to the screen. You know what I mean? Like if I have like some shit on my finger, it's so hard to get it off. If like a fucking piece of cheese like falls on it or some shit, like it leaves like a grease stain. But this is like just like bumps it off. Like it's crazy. And so like they're also introducing or integrating like a full keyboard. So I thought that was pretty dope. Like, there's like a full key. That's how big like the new screen is. Like, you can actually type on it. And then they unveiled the iPhone 13 and the 13 Pro. There's still a blue one. They took out the green one, the army green one, because that was like the best color they've ever released. But oh, and the Apple Watch has like a red one, like in like a red frame. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good. But again, so back to iPhone 13. Pre-orders will start this Friday and they'll be available next Friday. So like today's the 15th. That means what? The end of the week is today's Wednesday, 16th, 17th, the 17th. The following week, which is like the 24th, you'll have your iPhone. Like, that's crazy. I'm so hungry. You can hear like my stomach rumbling. I need to go make something. I don't want to eat food though, because then my sugar's gonna fucking spike again. Anyways, so with the iPhone 13, they have the i15 chip processor as well, but in the iPhone 13, it's gonna be a 6-core processor, and with the iPhone Pro, the iPhone 13 Pro and Pro Max, it's gonna have that 8-core processor as well, the same as the iPad, which is gonna make it the fastest phone like on the market. And also like it's gonna go up to 120 hertz of like scrolling, like screen wise. So like it'll look so smooth just scrolling up and down on your screen and so on and so forth. Like the hertz on my computer are so insane. Like I love it. Like I love having all this just, capability of just, seeing shit before it's like happening kind of. And so I'm excited. I wanted 13 like bad. Like I wanted the 12, but they kept the squareness of the 12 onto the 13, and they moved around the cameras on the 13, and then on the 13 Pro, like it's the same cameras. It's a triangle. But I'm excited. Like I want to try to get one. I'm almost done paying this one off, so when that happens, I'll probably just upgrade. But yeah, I'm so excited to get everything going. Honestly. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me tonight, guys. I mean, I talked a lot. I over explained that Kanye album. Like I'm just so in love with it. But the next episode where we start the new season, we're gonna be talking about the Lakers again. We're going to be talking about the Saints because NFL's back. And then I have a story that I want to get off my chest. And it's about, like, friendship, mechanics, and tacos. So go ahead and just ponder on that. And I will see you on the next one, guys. It's been a pleasure coming back. I'm just happy that I can start recording again, and once the time comes for me to move with Nate, I am going to be not performing, but producing more. Like I'm going to be making more content, maybe even YouTube videos, maybe even a vlog. I don't know, man. Like I just want to do a lot of stuff. I don't think this is gonna be like a career path. I don't think that I'm gonna be making money off of a podcast, or even if I did a vlog or for a YouTube channel, I don't think that I can get that kind of clout. But I just like to do it because I like creating stuff. I like doing things. I like going on Photoshop. I like editing stuff. I like drawing. I like basically just anything that keeps my juices going. Because if you lose your creativity, if I lose my creativity, I'm going to lose myself. Like, you know what they say about Tauruses. Like, they're creative, they're talented, but they're lazy. And so I try to not be lazy by continuously creating content. And it also helps me... What was that? It also helps me keep going for, like just like future endeavors, you know what I mean? Like studying, I think of creative ways that I could, become a high ranking real estate agent. I can think of, how I can help where I'm working do things differently. You know what I mean? We're taking photos, we're posting photos, like we're just trying to get everyone and everything on track so that we can be the best that we can be. And I want to be the best that I can be so that I can finally not rely on anything or anyone. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to have a job. I want to make my own money. I don't want to have to rely on my parents for anything. Like, I want to be able to help them in the long run. I want to be able to buy them, trucks that they want. I want to buy them, another home if they want. Like, there's big goals, and we're going to achieve them. And it all starts with this fresh start that we're blessed to have. So if you're watching the video or if you're listening, if you have a drink in your hand, doesn't matter if it's alcoholic or not. I'm drinking an Arizona peach tea, diet peach tea, because diabetes. Cheers to future endeavors, and we will see y'all in the next one, guys. Love y'all. Thank y'all so much for continuously listening, and for those who are more involved with the listening, thank you so much. It really makes me happy that y'all enjoy the content. I looked at my numbers today and they've shot up. Like, I didn't know that more people were listening. I mean, I was at like 20 downloads on my first episode, which was episode 0. And now I'm almost at 30. So, I mean, yeah, it's been a while since that was been posted, but like, I'm very content with these small growths. Small victories are still victories. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. And, I'm looking forward to making more content for you guys. All right, love y'all. Peace. Splenda Daddy out.